If you're new to cruising and wondering what there is to do on board the ship, I'm going to be sharing some of the activities that are available on Oasis of the Seas. Let's go! I'm Sarah and this is my husband Alan. We work 9 to 5s, but use our vacation time to cruise, visit resorts, check out new cities, camp, and find awesome food and breweries along the way. Stick around for videos on things to do, tours, and helpful travel tips. The Oasis of the Seas was the biggest cruise ship we've ever been on, and with big ships comes plenty of activities and entertainment to keep you busy throughout your cruise. And I've rounded up over 25 free things you can do on board and a couple of things that cost a bit extra. Plus, there's even more I just didn't have time to cover. Before I jump into what's available on board, don't forget to check out my other videos from the cruise, linked in the description below. Now, let's check out the entertainment. And I'll start with the activities and entertainment options that are included in your cruise fare. The first one is Flowrider. This is a surfing simulator and it's located at the back of the ship. There are 2 simulators and you simply have to wait in line for your turn. There are some warnings about the dangers of this activity, along with instructions on how to bodyboard and flowboard by the waiting area. We stopped here to watch some of the staff and passengers try out this activity, but it was a bit too extreme for us to try. So whether you want to actually give it a try or just watch, you can add this to your list of things to do on your cruise. Next up is mini golf. The course is also located at the back of the ship. It seemed to be busy throughout the day, so you may have to wait a bit for your turn, but it's a free activity and fun for all ages. Beside the mini golf is the sports court. Here they had free time for adults and kids to play different sports, and they also had organized events, all included in your cruise fare. If you're feeling extreme, you can even zip line on the ship over the boardwalk area. We watched a few passengers give it a try, but preferred just to watch. This is another activity that you simply get in line and wait for your turn during their operating hours. The Ultimate Abyss slides are also included and take you on a 13-second ride 10 stories down to end at the boardwalk on Deck 6. The website says that this is the tallest slide at sea. If you want to stay on top of your fitness routine while at sea, you can visit the fitness center. They have a wide range of machines and free weights that you can use, and if you want to purchase classes, you can do that as well. But if you want to get fit outdoors, you can use the jogging track. And while it says jogging, we used it for walking laps around the ship, and so did many others. So this is a nice free way to keep active throughout the cruise and enjoy the fresh sea breeze. Rock climbing is next on the list, and there are 2 rock climbing walls at the back of the ship, accessible from Deck 6. No reservations are required, and it's suitable for beginners to speed climbers and everyone in between. On Deck 11, you can find a card room where there are some board games and puzzles that they have for you, or you can bring your own, and there are some amazing views of the ocean and the ship below. The card room was a very popular spot, and they did have some games, but it seemed like most people were bringing their own to play on the card tables there. And if you like stage productions, the next thing on my list is to attend one of the main stage shows. We watched the musical Cats, and it was a fantastic show. They also had the headliner showtime, which we also attended and enjoyed. Reservations are required, and they do book up quickly. Another thing you can do is attend an ice show. We watched Frozen in Time and really enjoyed the production. Plus, when the ice isn't being used for the evening shows, you can actually go skating on it, and that's also included in your cruise fare. Another free activity is relaxing by the pool. As you can see here, one of us likes to sit in the shade and the other the sun, so it can be tricky to find seats, but we always managed to find something that worked for us. We also enjoyed the solarium that had an adults-only pool and seating areas. But if you're there with kids, they also have a splash pad and a little water park for kids. Plus, you can even swim in the evening in one of the pools that are open, and the hot tubs are also available if you prefer an evening dip as well. If you prefer more adventure, you can ride the water slides. There are a few to choose from, and these were going pretty much all day. If you like comedy shows, they're also included in your cruise fare. You do need to register in advance, and they are hosted in Blaze, located on Deck 4. Throughout the week, there were also game shows and different audience participation activities hosted, like Family Feud and trivia, to name a few. But get there early, as seats fill up quickly. Another activity to watch or sign up for is karaoke. This was another fun entertainment activity included in your fare. One of the most popular shows on board is the water show. Here, the talented performers do synchronized swimming and dive from the tall platforms at the back of the ship. You definitely need to register for this one ASAP because it fills up fast. And I'd recommend attending one of the early shows in the week just in case bad weather prevents the show from happening. That's what happened to us on the night we had registered, but luckily they added another show and let us all come back the next night. On deck number 6 in the sports bar, there is a pool table that you can use. This is complimentary and used on a first-come, first-served basis. Whether you drink or not, you can take a ride on the Riding Tides bar. We had the drink package and got ourselves a drink while we enjoyed the ride, but you don't have to. You can still take a ride between deck 5 and 8 for a free activity, and I would recommend doing it at night when the lights are on in Central Park. And speaking of Central Park, you can play chess in the park. There were 2 chess tables with pieces set up, and these were first come, first served as well. Something we really enjoyed throughout our cruise were all of the live musicians and bands. There always seemed to be music playing somewhere. Like in the promenade, the pub, the music hall had live music and dancing, Boleros had Latin music and dancing, and there were also musicians playing by the pools and on Central Park that you could enjoy. The carousel on the boardwalk on deck 6 was also included and was pretty popular for families with kids. I thought it looked even more fun at night when the lights were on, but it was open throughout the day and into the evening. Something we like to do on every cruise is exploring the ship at night. It's such a different atmosphere in the evening when all the lights are on and you're cruising through the darkness. So I suggest taking some time to get to know the ship and taking a nice walk outside at night. It keeps you active too. If you're a sports fan, you can also watch games streaming at the sports bar for various teams. The food and drinks are extra here, but we saw lots of people sitting outside at the tables without ordering anything. The ship also had theme nights and parties on the promenade that you could attend. There was a white night, a 70s disco night, and a few others where they had live music, dancers, and made it a fun evening. And the last free activity I'll mention is duck hunting. Passengers often hide ducks throughout the ship, and apparently this is a popular activity for kids and adults to try and find them. I found one for the first time by the stairs, but Central Park was a very popular spot for people to hide and hunt for these little ducks. Now for a few activities that cost extra, and the first one is the spa. You could visit the spa and have a number of relaxing spa treatments, go to the sauna, get your hair done, have a manicure or pedicure, and more. They have full spa services available. The arcade is another extra activity. You can purchase credits at the machine in the arcade and play a variety of games like racing, bowling, basketball, and more. And if gambling is your thing, you can do that at Casino Royale. There were slots and table games available. But if you didn't like the cigarette smoke in the main casino, they also had a non-smoking casino located separately. I hope this video gives you a better idea of the types of activities available to you when you're cruising. And as always, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Coming up, I'll be sharing the top things I liked about our cruise on the Oasis of the Seas. Plus, we'll be heading out on another cruise on the Norwegian Epic, and I'll have tons of content to share from that trip too.